day 0. Bike's been serviced, and I am going to be leaving to Santa Rosa, California, and the area to see my dad and some other family members, hopefully. So come join me for the ride. I've only got 9 days to do it all in. So I'm almost 61. Here I go. All right, day 1 of the trip. I am going to head up north in Missouri, get into Nebraska, cut across Nebraska, and the destination for today on day 1 is to get to Cheyenne, Wyoming. They have a great rest stop where I shall camp out at. So let's see if I can make it. All right, let's go. Well, here I am on my trip. I saw off the side of the road a military vehicle museum, so let's go take a look. Well, I stop at military museums quite often if I have the time on my trips, and this was a pleasant surprise. I saw the billboard, and I thought I just had to come in and take a look at it. I was lucky enough they had a couple motorcycles in there, but also they had some tanks. My brother Jim, he served in the Army for 4 years. I served in the Air Force for 20. My dad served in the Marine Corps for 4. And then these places have a lot of firearms. And my brother Jim is one of the best shots, if not the best shot I've ever encountered when it comes to firearm. So I always like to take a look at that. I like firearms too, but he loves them and get pictures for him. And so I'll put some of those in these videos here. And my brother Jim, he can identify every helicopter, Jeep, tank, and weapon, and aircraft, and ships. Just amazing. So I always like coming in here and taking a look and thinking of the heritage of the U.S. military and the sacrifices many of our men and women by placing their lives on the line and for the country. This prototype Humvee is actually made by Chrysler back in 1970. It looks like. It says General Dynamics. Yep, by the Chrysler Defense AMG. And you can see they put bucket seats in it. Much nicer than what would become the Humvee. I've been in this one many times. These seats were not all that comfortable, but they were very, very utilitarian. Humvee can do a lot of things. It's funny how something starts like this, and after refinement and other competitors, it ends up with something like this, which we're still using today. Well, day one of the ride, I made it from Emma, Missouri to Cheyenne, Wyoming, and I'm going to try to get a little bit of shut-eye now. I came to this outstanding rest stop. Now, I've been here before, but it's been at least 10 years ago. So, and that time I was coming up from Denver when I lived in Texas, up and going to Spokane, Washington. The information center is closed, but it's actually really neat when they have dinosaur bones and stuff. But decided to stop here, get some rest. But this is a terrific rest stop as rest stops go. The facilities inside are just spectacular, and it's got a lot of different things to look at and read about, and a lot of cowboy and Native American type information.
not a gambler really, but if I wanted to, there's a casino. So if I ever think, I just got to get warm. So I'm going to layer up right now because it's going to drop into the 50s, and put on my mask and then try to get some shut-eye. All right, thank you. Bye-bye.